Hello, everybody.
I made that mistake a while ago.
Hello, we're live.
Hi.
Yeah.
Moo?
So,
Hey,
hi.
How are you?
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Anime Church. This is a church where you can cosplay and no one will judge it for you.
Yes, we won't judge it for you.
Yeah,
You
we
have to
won't
judge it
judge you.
yourself, though.
Yeah, you'll have to judge your own cosplay. We don't have enough energy to do that.
And we're not
But
qualified
we
enough.
will clap for you. All cosplay is good cosplay.
We hope that's
Yes, I just
clapping.
lost that fucking
All
piece.
right.
Depends on the cosplay.
Okay. That being said, hi, I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus!
And I am Fenrir Siren, your patron saint, snackers, and alcohol.
And apparently, we're back to being the old school the trio.
Yeah, Hoshi is currently MIA. Hopefully he's okay.
That's why it's the trio and not just the Mio.
I mean, we could fix that, Fenris.
I'm quoting a game.
I don't have enough energy to. Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's going to be a kind of short show. We don't have a lot. We don't have a lot that we're talking about today.
We really don't.
That being said, though, you guys just want to jump right into it, or did you have anything you wanted? Oh, we don't know what's going on with episode 2 of Solo Leveling Abridged. We're still waiting to hear back from our audio editor.
Yeah.
I don't have an ETA.
Unfortunate.
And honestly, it slipped my mind to reach out to him because I've been working on lines for Slime and for I've been cutting lines for I've been cutting lines for Slime and Overlord. I'm still cutting lines for Overlord.
Aren't we also
directing people. I am directing people who are recording for episode 3 of Solo Leveling. Yes. Yeah. But I'm not working on those lines. When I say I'm working on those lines, it means I'm cutting lines.
Okay.
Yeah. I have been cutting Shiro's dialogue all fucking morning.
That's a lot of dialogue.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's not a lot of lines that he has. It's just several of those lines are fucking paragraphs.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. It was over an hour of recording that I have now managed to get down to 20 minutes.
We love a good monologue.
I am at the 4-minute mark of a 20-minute recording session right now, so I've still got quite a bit left to go. That being said, yeah, my day's been fun, and I still got another character, and with the exception of one recording, all the rest of the characters are over 45 minutes to an hour in length, and I don't mean like 45 to 90 minutes. Like, they are all over 45 minutes, and some can go over an hour and a half. Please know that when they're that long, it takes 5 times longer to edit. That's why that process is taking. Because you are working on these lines. How dare you? No! It's Rimuru morning. All right, a Rimuru reunion. All right. That being said, let's talk the news. Guys, in like the greatest surprise in the history of surprises, I hope you can note my sarcasm. Peacock is raising its prices. That's right. The streaming app Peacock is now jumping up in its price service, and people are wondering why piracy's on the rise. Also, guys, wasn't streaming supposed to be an alternative to cable, and now it costs more than most cable packages, like extra packages and stuff? It's so stupid.
With more commercials.
With more commercials, yeah. In July, streaming service Peacock raised its prices for new subscribers. While those changes didn't impact existing subscribers, Peacock has confirmed that the price increase would apply to all subscribers as of August 22nd, which happened. This means new pricing will go into effect on your next billing date if you're on an offer at the end of the promotional period. As soon as August 22nd approaches and new prices loom, let's examine how Peacock will do its whole thing. Okay, the monthly Premium Plus plan, which comes without ads, is going from $13.99 to $16.99 per month, while the yearly Premium plan is going from $139.99 a month per year to $169.99 per year. The price increase officially makes Peacock's ad-supported tier more expensive than Netflix's at $7.99 HBO Max at $9.99 plus 99, basically $100 per year. Disney Plus is $9.99 per month, and Hulu's $9.99 per month with $100 a year, and Paramount $7.99 a month. That's their general ad supported tier. The ad free tier is also more expensive than Disney Plus's $15.99 per month or $159.99 per year. Paramount's $12.99 per month. However, it is less expensive than Netflix's $17.99 a month and Hulu's $18.99 a month, and it costs the same as HBO Max's $16.99 per month or $169 per year. There is a fifth cheaper Peacock subscription tier called the Select tier, which comes with NBC's current seasons and library, including Law and Order, The Office, the Chicago series, Bravo's current seasons and library, including the Real Housewives series, the other TV libraries like Days of Our Lives and Yellowstone, and select channels like The Office Channel and NBC News Now. However, the Select tier does not include Peacock's movie library, sports, and live events, Peacock Originals movie channels, or your local NBC channel. So this just feels like a bunch of nonsense, and I'm really sick and tired of the streaming stuff being set up this way. Like, this is annoying beyond all belief. These greedy fuckers, man. That's all I can say. I'm not a fan. This is really stupid. Any thoughts, any comments on this?
Well, I kind of have Peacock through Xfinity, and I'm just hoping that doesn't change. It just kind of came with the internet, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. See, I just got the internet itself, not anything attached to it.
I mean, I didn't get anything attached to it either. It just, it was literally not an option. It's like, you have this too. And I was like, okay.
All right.
You have this too. Do I have to?
I can't complain too much because I did always want to start watching The Office, and I have been, so.
Are you still roaming around doing stuff, Fenris?
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that I'm gonna need here. This.
Okay.
I
All
have
right.
Way too much.
On to the next thing. Did you guys get a chance to see this trailer for this documentary? John Candy is doing a documentary, or rather, they're doing a documentary about John Candy called I Like Me. And yes, looks really, really good. I like John Candy. I mean, I've always been a fan of his films, but like learning how good of a person he was after he passed, and like all of the good things that he did, I was just like, man, we lost a good one, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got the documentary about John Candy with guests like Bill Murray, Macaulay Culkin, and so on, and just talking with them about John and all the different things he did. Oh yeah, Steve Martin is one of them. I think Bill Pullman might be another. Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm genuinely interested in this because I like John Candy a lot, and this just seems heartwarming, and we could definitely use some more of that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is just I'm here for it. Planes, Trains, Automobiles, The Great Outdoors,
Buck.
Uncle Buck, yeah,
Yeah.
Home Alone, and then of course, who could forget Spaceballs?
I'm
It's
a
just-
hog.
I'm a half man, half dog. Oh, Conan
I'm my
O'Brien.
own best friend.
Yeah, they've got a lot of really interesting people that are chatting about John. And yeah, if you guys didn't, if you don't know who John Candy is, look up his filmography, and then go check on
Go watch the
the
movies.
movies.
Just
Yeah,
simple.
just
yeah.
go watch the movies. He passed in '94. Oh, that's right. This is Tom Hanks' son who's directing this, and it's produced by Ryan Reynolds. So just a couple of great Canadian guys. But yeah, I remember Macaulay Culkin was saying that John was one of the few people in working in the industry that brought up like how much of a monster his dad was, and he was asking him, "Hey, are you okay? Is everything good? Are you good at home?" Like genuinely checking up on him. And yeah, Macaulay Culkin said that like as he went into the industry more and more, nobody spoke up about that, and he realized how rare someone like John was. This just tugged on the heartstrings, man. What are your guys' thoughts?
I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
Simple
No, I
as
get
that.
it.
I really like
It'd be
John
nice to
Candy.
watch and relive some childhood memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anytime I saw him in a movie, I knew I was gonna have a good laugh.
Oh yeah, John Candy is just he's one of the greats, man. He's just one of the great ones. Alrighty, on to the next one. Here we go. So, before when movie studios were up in strike against actors over AI, well, now studios may be slightly more on the side of the actors. Now that now that people are doing a lot more stuff with AI. Warner Brothers Discovery sues AI giant Midjourney for copyright infringement in major legal battle. This comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. And they said Warner Brothers Discovery is suing a prominent artificial intelligence image generator for copyright infringement, escalating a high-stakes battle involving the use of movies and TV shows owned by major studios to teach AI systems. The lawsuit accuses Midjourney, which has millions of registered users, of building its business around the mass theft of content. Boy, isn't that something? That's kind of what's happening when you try to replace an actor with AI. Just saying. The company brazenly dispenses Warner Brothers Discovery's intellectual property by letting subscribers produce images and videos of iconic copyrighted characters, alleges the complaint, filed on Thursday in California federal court. The heart of what we do is develop stories and characters to entertain our audience, bring to life the vision and passion of our creative partners. Pardon me, said a Warner Brothers Discovery spokesperson in a statement. Midjourney is blatantly and purposefully infringing copyrighted works, and we filed this suit to protect our content, our partners, and our investments. For years, AI companies have been training their technology on data scraped across the internet without compensating creators. It's led to lawsuits for authors, record labels, news organizations, artists, and studios, which contend that some AI tools erode demand for their content. Super true. Warner Brothers Discovery joins Disney and Universal, which earlier this year teamed up to sue Midjourney. By their thinking, the AI company is a free rider plagiarizing their movies and TV shows. Okay, there's a Bugs Bunny one. In a statement, Disney said it's committed to protecting our creators and innovators, if only that were true, and that it's pleased to be joined by Warner Brothers Discovery in the fight against Midjourney's blatant copyright infringement. Here's the thing. As much as I'm giving the studios shit, I kind of agree with the studios on this one. Added NBC Universal, creative artists are the backbone of our industry, and we are committed to protecting their work and our intellectual property. I definitely believe you're in there to protect your intellectual property. In the lawsuit, Warner Brothers Discovery points to Midjourney generating images of iconic copyrighted characters. At the forefront are heroes who are at the center of DC Studios, movies, and TV shows like Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Joker. Others are Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo characters who've been ubiquitous household names. More are Cartoon Network characters, including those from Rick and Morty, who've emerged as something of a cultural touchstone in recent years. Midjourney, which has 4 tiers of paid subscription ranging from $10 to $120 per month, and didn't immediately respond to a request for a comment, returns characters owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, even in response to prompts like classic comic book superhero battle that don't explicitly mention any particular intellectual property, the complaint alleges. As evidence that Midjourney trained its AI on its intellectual property, the studio attaches dozens of images showing the tool's outputs compared to stills from its movies and TV shows. When prompted with Batman screen cap from The Dark Knight, the service returns an image of Christian Bale's portrayal of the character, featuring the costume's Kevlar plate design that differentiated it from previous iterations of the hero that appears to be taken from the movie or promotional materials, with few to no alterations made. One of the more convincing examples highlights a 3D animated Bugs Bunny mirroring his adaptation in Space Jam: A New Legacy. The lawsuit argues Midjourney's ability to return copyrighted characters is a clear draw for subscribers, diverting consumers away from purchasing Warner Brothers Discovery approved posters, wall art, and prints, among other products that must compete against the service. There's the real issue. They're like, this could make it where we'd lose money on merch. Suddenly. All right. Like OpenAI. Go for it.
Oh, you're still reading. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Keep going. Keep going. There's a section. There's something I'm going to bring up after you're done reading.
Okay. Like OpenAI, the content used to train Midjourney's technology is a black box representing an obstacle for some creators who've sued AI companies for copyright infringement. Rights holders have mined public statements from AI company C-suites for clues. In 2022, Midjourney founder David Holtz said in an interview that his employees grab everything they can. They dump it in a huge... Good Lord, me. They dump it in a huge file, and they kind of set it on fire to train some huge thing. The specifics of the training process will be subject to discovery. Warner Brothers Discovery, or WBD from here on out, seeks Midjourney's profits attributable to alleged infringement, or alternatively $150,000 per infringed work, which could leave the AI company on the hook for massive damages. The thrust of the studio's lawsuits will likely be decided by one question: are AI companies covered by fair use? The legal doctrine in intellectual property law that allows creators to build upon copyrighted works without a license. On that issue, a court found earlier this year that Amazon-backed Anthropic is on solid legal ground, at least with respect to training. The technology is among the most transformative many of us will see in our lifetimes, wrote the U.S. District Judge William Alsop. Still, the court set the case for trial over allegations that the company illegally downloaded millions of books to create a library that was used for training. Anthropic, which later settled the suit, uh, whew, face potential damages of hundreds of millions of dollars stemming from the decision that may have laid the groundwork for Warner Brothers Discovery, Disney, and Universal to get similar payouts depending on what they unearth in Discovery over how Midjourney obtained copies of thousands of films and TV shows that were repurposed to teach its image generator. Still on the sidelines in the fight over generative AI, Paramount, Skydance, and Amazon MGM Studios, Apple Studios, Sony Pictures, and Lionsgate. Some have major AI ambitions. In a statement, the Motion Picture Association said it strongly supports copyright protection and our member company efforts to enforce intellectual property rights, it added. We remain concerned that copyright infringement left unchecked threatens the entire American Motion Picture Association. Industry, which supports over 2 million jobs in all 50 states and drives countless economic, social, and cultural benefits. And that's it. We've reached the end.
Okay, so there's a different article that I read earlier about this,
Okay.
where the CEO of Midjourney tried to play it off that fair use covers this entire thing and that he's free to go with it. Another part he brought up was the fact that under the end user license agreement, it states that users cannot generate copyrighted material. However, they don't enforce it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, he's trying to push the buck off onto either, hey, it's all under fair use, so you can't sue me, or it's all the end user's fault, you got to sue them.
No, sorry, he knows what he did. I don't know too many judges that would take that route.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried the same thing on the Discovery lawsuit earlier this year.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I think it's still going on.
Wait, in Discovery or all right? Because Warner Brothers is Discovery. They've merged.
The other lawsuit that was mentioned towards the beginning, I don't remember who it's with.
Oh, okay. So the thing is, WBD joined Disney and NBC Universal in their lawsuit as well. So now
Okay, so that lawsuit is still going. Good.
That one's still going on. There was another one that was going on where the AI company had to settle.
Yeah, the Amazon one.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it probably
Either way, AI is currently being used for malicious intent.
All right. Any last minute thoughts on this before we move on to Fenris's story?
Yeah. AI is a fucking horrible thing.
Okay.
It has its uses in certain places, but not everywhere.
Gotcha. All right.
Like, I wouldn't mind if Skynet actually became real and took down the entire human population, but that's just me.
All right.
So, do you guys remember Blue's Clues and Steve?
Yes.
So, Steve Burns has revealed his new podcast called Alive, and it's already being described as Blue's Clues for adults. Burns first rose to fame in the late 90s as Steve, guiding kids through Nickelodeon's hit preschool series Blue's Clues from 96 until his departure in 2002. Decades later, he went viral in 2021 with a heartfelt video message to fans during the pandemic, thanking them for growing up with him and offering reassurance. Since then, Burns has appeared in multiple Blue's Clues revival projects, including Blue's Clues and You, and the 2022 film Blue's Big City Adventure. Outside of the franchise, Burns has dabbled in music, writing, and film. He released albums in collaboration with members of the Flaming Lips and even made acting appearances, steadily building a reputation as a thoughtful, creative voice beyond children's television. In a trailer released earlier this week, Burns teased his upcoming podcast Alive, produced by Lemonada Media. The series promises wide-ranging, intimate conversations that tackle everything from mortality and truth to sex and the American dream. As Burns puts it in the trailer, a respectful, care-driven conversation is a missing thing on the internet. The teaser also revealed some of the first guests, including Maitland Ward, Leela Prasad, Congressman Ro Khanna, and Wayne Coyne of the Flaming Lips. Through their stories, these show aims to capture, as Burns says, everything that makes it so weird and wonderful to be alive. Alive will debut with its first 2 episodes on September 17th, with new episodes following weekly. Listeners can find episodes on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and Amazon. Honestly, that is a podcast that most living middle-aged people need to listen to.
This might be
Or
the
anybody
first
who
podcast
grew
I,
up with
keep
Steve.
up with religiously. Because Steve was a very prominent person in my life growing up. I watched a lot of Blue's Clues. I saw the transition between Steve to, I can't remember his, it was either his brother or his cousin. I can't remember his name, unfortunately. But I grew up with a lot of Blue's Clues. And seeing that Steve not only was alive, because I was very concerned that he may have passed, but still doing stuff, being out there, and even coming back to Blue's Clues a bit. And I even got to listen to an interview that he did. I can't remember with who, but he talked about what it's like being that level of children's star. Like, it's very interesting, and it gave me a very new respect, not only for him but for Mr. Rogers, because he talked about Mr. Rogers a lot, and I was like, well then, learned a lot about both of them, really. But I'm happy to see he's still going, happy to hear he's doing stuff, and I can't wait to hear how this is gonna go.
This is also one I'm probably going to keep up with because holy hell, dude.
Yep.
Every video I've seen of Steve is just so wholesome, and it makes me feel good about myself.
Shoot, I knocked my mouse over and it ruined everything. Okay, there we go. Whew. Stupid mouse. All right. On to the next one. You want to cover this one as well? Hello?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me get it loaded.
Okay.
There we go. A 16-year-old cosplayer in the UK was arrested after being mistaken for a threat while dressed as Hunk, a masked character from the Resident Evil video game series. The teen was carrying a prop replica of an MP5 submachine gun, part of the character's signature look, which included a gas mask and a jacket bearing the Umbrella Corporation logo, a clear nod to the game for those familiar with it. Despite the weapon being a non-functional imitation with an orange safety tip, a common feature to distinguish toy or cosplay weapons, onlookers were alarmed. Witnesses reported a man with a gun approaching a crowded area in Fulham Broadway, prompting police to respond. Officers arrived and tackled the teen to the ground, taking him into custody. A police spokesperson confirmed the incident, saying a 16-year-old boy remains in police custody after he was arrested on suspicion of possession of an imitation firearm. The arrest occurred at 14:41 hours on Saturday, 30 August.
August 30th.
August 30th.
After officers received information about a boy displaying a weapon and walking towards a crowded area. No one was injured in the incident. Although the weapon was quickly identified as fake, the teen is still in custody and legal consequences may follow depending on how realistic the imitation is deemed. UK law states it is an offense to possess an imitation firearm in a public place without a reasonable excuse or lawful authority. Furthermore, it is illegal for individuals under 18 to own or purchase realistic-looking imitation firearms. The law defines such items as anything which has the appearance of being a firearm, whether or not it is capable of discharging any shot, bullet, or other missile. While some replica weapons like BB gun While some replica weapons like BB guns are legal depending on their appearance and power, realistic props can still lead to arrest even if they can't actually fire. If police deemed the orange-tipped MP5 as too realistic, the teen may face criminal charges despite the cosplay context.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is, especially considering that it had a motherfucking orange tape.
Orange tip.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up around airsoft guns. That's how I learned most of my trigger discipline. I was in BB in middle and high school for a time. This is the difference between a complete banning of firearms. Even the fake ones aren't safe, I guess, and everything we got going on over here. Which, don't get me wrong, I know we have our own issues, but at least no one's being arrested for holding plastic.
No, instead we have school shootings.
True.
So, alrighty.
I'm weird on this because I'm on the side of the police in this, even though yes, it has an orange tip. I understand that.
Like, the
I
orange
also
tip is the
had-
only thing that's the issue here. I also kind of am on the side of the police here.
So, I the orange tip doesn't always signify a fake imitation or BB gun.
Fair enough.
I have friends who are police officers that have been shot with guns with their tips painted orange.
Also true.
So
Makes
it
sense.
I just don't think
It's-
the kid should be prosecuted for like a cosplay. Is all I'm saying.
for cosplay, no, but at the same time, it has been a law in the UK about the imitation of firearms being owned by anybody 18 or older for decades.
Yeah. So the kid may have gotten himself. He may have known what he did.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that being said,
Now, if it was made out of cardboard, that'd be completely different.
now I think this is an innocent cosplayer. That's my impression of this so far. The next one, the next story about a cosplayer getting arrested, not so innocent.
Definitely not.
Cosplay star Kit Noel is arrested for Anime Con bomb threat following energy drink feud. Yeah. Popular cosplay influencer Kit Noel has been arrested after allegedly threatening to plant a bomb at a Texas anime convention during a feud over an energy drink brand. How very on topic for today's youth. Kit Noel, whose real name is Kendra Noel Manning, attended the San Japan Anime and Gaming Convention in San Antonio, Texas, where tensions reportedly escalated online between Kit and rival cosplayer. Known for her elaborate cosplays and active social media following, Noel was arrested after a member of the cosplay community reported a comment she made to the police. According to the arrest affidavit obtained by the San Antonio Express News, Manning allegedly wrote "planting a bomb in their booth today" on Instagram in response to another user who commented "F Gamersups" entitled "Weirdos" after another user saw the comment and notified law enforcement. Manning was denied entry to San Japan, issued a criminal trespass warning, and ultimately arrested on a third-degree felony charge of making a terroristic threat to impair public service. She was booked in Bexar County Jail on a $35,000 bond, being released under strict conditions, including house arrest with GPS monitoring, drug and alcohol testing, and a prohibition of possessing firearms. If convicted, Manning faces up to 10 years in prison. As of now, she remains under bond restrictions while waiting further court proceedings. This is why you can't just go mouthing off on the internet, because, hey, I don't care if it was a joke, some people take that stuff seriously. There is a
Some
reason.
things are not meant to be joked about.
Yeah, there is a reason why my brother, for a long time at school, was known as Jason Bomber. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So while I think the previous story there is room for debate as to whether you side with people angry at the police or you side with people who believe that the police just did their job, and or you're on the side of, you're not really sure whether you want to yell at the police or not, but the kid kind of knew what he was doing, but you also feel like there's a lot of nuance to the previous story. There's very little nuance here. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, this girl, she knew what she did. She knew what she was doing, and she paid the price for that. Yeah. That's kind of, there's a lot less subtlety here and just straight up in your face. Yeah, she going to jail kind of thing. I don't know if she's going to get convicted, but she definitely went to jail. She was booked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Let us know how you feel about both of these situations. Let me know your thoughts on both of these cosplayers and where your views on this are. I think we're kind of all in agreement here. Like, yeah, this is somebody
This
that
one
got
is
punished
far
rightly.
more deserving than
Oh,
the other,
yeah.
for sure.
Definitely. I don't think we're gonna have much in the way of differing opinions on this one. If anything, we're probably
Yeah,
the
no.
guys. If anything, if we were just three idiots at San Japan at the time that it happened, we'd be pointing and
Mhm.
laughing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Also, because watching
There's
cosplayers get arrested is hilarious.
Oh yeah. As the
Yeah.
old adage goes, talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, exactly. She got hit with them charges. All right, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's move on. Fenris, this is another one of yours.
Yes. So on August 26th, gamers booted up their consoles and killed a whole lot of bugs. While that may not sound newsworthy on the surface, Sony and Microsoft were actually making history. That's because PlayStation gamers were getting their first taste of Marcus Phoenix's classic locust blasting adventure in Gears of War Reloaded, a remaster of a gritty third-person shooter classic, and a former Xbox exclusive game. And at the very same time, Xbox players were pumping lead into man-sized, democracy-hating terminated bugs, those fucking scum, as they got their hands on Helldivers 2, a visceral sci-fi shooter that was immediately popular, but restricted to PS5 and PC players until now. Holy fuck, that was one long run-on sentence.
You're the one that decided
It
to
was
make it that had punctuation and everything.
It was also one of the few successes from PlayStation's live service push, in which the brand attempted to heavily invest in games that are frequently updated with new limited content and make revenue through microtransactions. Sony and Microsoft, they don't really do that, though.
Helldivers doesn't really have much in the way of microtransactions. Their most expensive thing is $15. That's the most expensive it gets.
Well,
that's
technically
also
it's still a microtransaction just because you're trading currency, so it's
no, because all of that stuff is completely optional. Most people don't pay money. I know very few people that have actually spent money on Helldivers because it's actually pretty easy. Because it's
always optional.
Yeah. Well, calm down. Let me finish. It is way easy to get all the stuff that you need by farming in the game as compared to pretty much every other game. This is the least microtransaction heavy game I've ever played that is live service.
And let's face it, the grinding isn't that bad.
No, it's actually still fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're just playing the game.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Just at a slightly easier difficulty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Although I would like to say, fuck the dragon roaches.
I haven't encountered them yet. Yeah.
They're horrible.
Oh
so
no.
They can tank.
Well, hold on. Let's finish this real quick before we start talking about the game itself, because we both have two different things to talk about in regards to Helldivers itself. Let's let him finish the article.
Okay.
So Sony and Microsoft didn't just ease up by letting these games go to the other side. They actively collaborated on a Helldivers microtransaction to bring armor and weapons from Halo, one of the biggest Xbox franchises ever, practically synonymous with the brand,
I
into
don't
the
like that they're
formerly
calling it a
PlayStation console
transaction. It's
lock
a
game.
fucking war bond. Just call it a war bond. It's not specific. Calling it a microtransaction makes it seem like that's all it is and that you can't get it unless you spend money. And that's not. It gives the wrong
What happened to
impression.
letting me finish before you cut in?
They said something stupid and it made me angry.
So, for decades, gaming industry wisdom led Sony, Microsoft, and even Nintendo and Sega to keep their most exciting games restricted to their own consoles. That exclusivity inspired tribalism among fans, leading to console wars that had gamers insisting their platform was superior.
God damn it.
Today, Nintendo retains an iron grip on its games to keep them on the Switch and Switch 2, and Sega left the hardware race long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when the four nations lived in harmony.
No, you don't.
I don't think
But
they've
at
ever
long
lived in
last,
harmony.
But at long last, Sony and Microsoft were allowed their franchises to be played on rival consoles as part of a broader strategy from both companies that prioritizes selling game copies no matter the platform. The long-standing exclusivity freeze began to thaw years ago, using PC gaming as a bridge between the long-divided camps. Microsoft expanded its Game Pass subscription to PC in 2019, and Sony started to trickle its exclusives onto the Steam storefront, starting with Horizon Zero Dawn in 2020. Other flagship games, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, and The Last of Us, made the jump in recent years. Other game publishers with pseudo exclusivity also started releasing games on PC, like Square Enix with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, as well as Final Fantasy XVI. As Microsoft has snapped up key acquisitions like Activision Blizzard, Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer has assuaged fears that mammoth franchises like Call of
Assuaged.
Duty, whatever, will
No,
become
not
console
whatever.
exclusives.
Assuaged is
We
not a
have.
word.
Do you want to finish reading this? We have no goal of somehow trying to use Call of Duty to get you to buy an Xbox console, he said on the official Xbox podcast. For Call of Duty players on PlayStation and in the future, I want you to feel 100% a part of the community. Players are responding mostly positively to easing game exclusivity, too. All it takes is one look at the Gears of War and Helldivers 2 subreddits to see forums full of gamers that are happy to share their favorite experiences with a new audience. For games like Helldivers that live and die by the number of players actively seeking matches with each other, these console ports can also juice the community. The game reached its highest concurrent player count since launch on Xbox release day. But even with all these games coming to other platforms, we should expect gaming's biggest companies to keep some prizes for themselves. As long as Microsoft and Sony are both in the business of selling gaming hardware, their competition their competition will never truly end. Some console exclusivity still exists, and it's not likely that the top heavy-hitting games like Spider-Man 2 or Halo Infinite will ever make the jump to rival gaming consoles. But games like Gears of War Reloaded and Helldivers 2 becoming accessible to everyone means the days of ratcheting up exclusive content seem to be coming to a close. And the result is a net positive. More player choice and more opportunities to play with friends. Sony and Microsoft are starting to blur the line in the sand, and we should take advantage of that to play some cool new games no matter our platform.
Until one pisses the other off and then it's back to the races.
Eh.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Or more exclusivity shit pops up.
Okay, so about the Dragon Roach.
Fuck that thing. It is literally so. It took no damage from an orbital laser, barely any damage from an orbital rail cannon. Using the laser cannon, the stratagem does help some, but you have to specifically aim for the wings. You can use, I think, a spear and it'll do a decent amount of damage. But all in all, it's those things, and they breathe acid fire.
Yes.
So they kill you way too quickly, and just one of those is enough to ruin your everything. Nothing else has to be around you. You will not be able to survive every time you drop in and it sees you.
Okay. Did anybody see any of the in-game updates from the Democracy Officer?
No.
Don't think so.
So the fuel or the stuff that we've been collecting from the Terminids, the reason that we have Terminid
Oh yeah,
farms
the
and stuff
oil
like that,
stuff.
the oil stuff. Yeah, they found, thanks to us going into the gloom, they discovered a new element. So now it's gone.
E711.
Yeah, exactly. And
Which is so funny because it's oil.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole thing is now, instead of going through and just killing all the Terminids, they're like, no. Let's keep some alive. We need to manage the Terminids. So that's what it's gone from. It's gone from killing the Terminids to managing the Terminids, because now we could possibly go further out into space thanks to this new fuel or oil.
You mean we're instilling managed democracy on an indigenous people?
Duh.
We already were.
And we're doing it even more now.
Now we're just doing it
And
harder.
we're stealing their resources.
Again.
No, we're turning them into resources.
Colonialism at its finest.
Yeah. We're just colonizing the planet, or we're just colonizing the galaxy one planet at a time. This is why it should be run, hide. The human race has found us.
What if the clankers start doing the same thing?
Look, I'm surprised that we haven't figured out we could melt down the clanker bodies and make starships out of them.
Fair. Not a terrible idea, actually. But I don't know if we'd be able to get any use from anything the squids do.
Mm.
Well, the squids help us in a very vital role. Population control. And black holes.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Which is FTL travel.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Which
just
means,
at a more efficient way than we currently have.
We can populate more places, thus population control.
And more importantly, the black hole opens to an unexplored section of a galaxy that does not know what managed democracy is, so we have to introduce it to them.
By force.
It was called Force Recon for a reason.
From the with the closed fist of democracy. We have to introduce them to our favorite drink, Liberty.
But yeah, any map that contains dragon roaches is really, really difficult. They start at level 5, and you just cannot take that solo.
I like the Hive Lords. Those are fun.
I haven't found any yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Not
Oh.
yet.
Oh.
Oh, you mean the bug that takes 16 hell bombs to kill?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have literally watched teams take out a Hive Lord in 2 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, it's insane.
At least they're on the ground.
Sort of, but no.
Are they flying?
No, but
they're easier to deal with.
No, they're not. No, they are not.
You say that, Moon. Just wait until it pops up from underground.
Yeah, pops up
and
from
then burrows
underground.
Again.
It's massive. It too spews acid fire.
Great.
Yeah.
It's just what we need. More acid fire.
And its HP is considerably worse.
Fuck off.
This thing can tank 4 orbital lasers.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Oh, no. The funny thing
sucks
is,
because I really love the orbital laser stratagem. It's really good.
No. Joel, unfortunately, this week, Joel smiled.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because the thing is, he saw several teams taking out Hive Lords very quickly, and he just goes, Yeah, just you wait. And we're like, no, no. Why did you guys have to make this a contest? Why did you have to make Joel even worse than he already is? For
How
those
is
that
Joel
don't know,
bad? I mean, he's a great VTuber.
for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, Joel is the name of the guy that's the GM for the game.
Yes, he is the game
It's
master.
not from if memory serves, he is not an actual person, he's a program.
He is the GM for the game, and he is an evil, evil dictator.
Mm.
Joel is managed democracy. You vote, he does the opposite. Manage
Oh
democracy.
yes, absolutely. What a prick. We love him.
All right.
Also, I figured out what happened with Hoshi. Apparently, they are under the weather right now. They're
Oh.
just dealing with, the seasonal sinus bullshit that happens
Well,
to everyone.
I mean,
And it's really bad for them right now.
technically, we're all under the weather. The weather is the sky.
Haha, very funny. Anyways, but they woke up like just a little while ago. I told them just rest. It'll be okay.
Okay. So, we got a new trailer for the upcoming Ash and Iron free expansion. This expansion is available to everyone. So you don't have to pay for this one. This is part of Bungie's new paid content, non-paid content stuff that they're dropping like every 3 months. So in December we're supposed to get like the Star Wars story stuff. That's all paid content, and then like 3 months later, that's like content that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah.
It's a thing. They are bringing back all of the old dungeons, bringing them back to the portals so you can replay all the dungeons. The Plague Lands are coming back from Destiny 1. They're introducing a new thing, a new Cabal and Vex themed exotic quest that takes place in the Plague Lands. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When I watched this, I was just like disappointed. I don't typically give a crap about what's her name, the Vex chick, the chick that's running the Vex, the conductor or whatever. I don't care for her storyline, but I will say there is one thing about this trailer that made me very happy. You can hop into a brig and start murdering fools. And that
Yeah.
I'm happy with. And considering this cost me a whopping $0, I'm mad about it. I'm mad at it. So
$1 ever spent.
yeah, best money I ever didn't spend. So yeah, that's what's going on. I was just like, hey, because I really enjoyed the brig versus tank combat we got before Edge of Fate. That was a lot of fun. We got
That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, bring that game mode back, Destiny. Jesus, that was so
They
much
got rid of
fun.
it. Son of a bitch.
I think that, it was a limited time thing. And I'm like, dude, bring that shit back. It was so good. How Bungie, why is your main franchise getting shown up by the mobile content of said franchise? Because Destiny Rising, everybody who's played it so far is like, holy shit, this game is so good. Why is this a mobile game? The story is good. The characters are good. The fighting is good. Even though it's all within Destiny and it follows like the same stuff, it's so freaking good. Their raid is apparently really good. I didn't even know a mobile game could have a raid like that. They did a Destiny raid on a phone, and it works.
Nice.
But yeah, for those of you who want to download the Moo emulator and play it on your PC rather than on a phone, you can do that. Literally, just go to DestinyRising.com. It will actually show you. It will actually have a thing that says play on PC, and it will take you directly to the downloader for the emulator. All right. That being said, yeah, I wasn't really feeling most of the story stuff just because I don't like this particular villain, but I do have nostalgia for the Plague Lands. I do want to hop into a brig. I'm just not really feeling Destiny at the moment. I hope they have something great happening really, really soon. Otherwise, I'm pretty much done. Which is sad because the story for Edge of Fate has been really good. It's just the rest of Destiny that's been crap. All right. Uh, now, I could have put this in the gaming section, but I figured, we'll keep it in the anime. So, Throngs pay respect at closing of Gigo, Akihabara's #1, formerly Sega's flagship arcade. The Gigo Akihabara #1 arcade, formerly Sega flagship arcade, closed for the last time on Sunday. In what appears to be the arcade's final Twitter post, the staff thanked fans after it had shut down operations. The staff added, "Thank you for your love over the past 33 years," and included a photo of fans gathered around the arcade as it shuttered its doors. Genda Gigo Entertainment, the operators of Gigo Akihabara #1, announced on July 15th that the arcade would close as the facility's lease contract was expiring. The company also stated that Gigo Akihabara #2, #3, and #5 arcades would continue to operate. After Gigo Akihabara #1's closure, Matahari Entertainment plans to open an amusement facility in the building. Gigo Akihabara #1 opened its doors in October 1992 under the name High Tech Land Sega Shintoku. Later, its name changed to Club Sega Akihabara and Sega Akihabara #1, and then Gigo Akihabara #1. But it retained its iconic red walls. Genda Sega Entertainment closed its Sega Ikebukuro Gigo arcade in Tokyo in September of 2021 after 28 years, and throngs of fans also witnessed its closing at the time. The company, known as Gendo Giga Entertainment after Sega completely exited the arcade venture, and Bandai Namco have since opened smaller centers in the area. Yeah. Haha. I think this is also one that's on your list, correct? Moon Moon?
I don't know.
Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
Let me check.
Well, you don't have to check. Have you seen it?
No.
Then it's on your list, and if it's not on your list, it'll be added.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun. Anime's 4th season debuts in April 2026. NHK announced on Friday that the 4th season of the television anime of Osamu Nishi's Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun manga will debut on April 2026. The anime will air on NHK Educational. Crunchyroll will stream the anime as it airs in North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa, Oceania, and the Middle East, the CIS, and India. Every time I see the CIS, I have to resist the urge to call out separatists. All right. The anime's first season premiered, blah, 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 backstory. All right. That being said, I think this is pretty cool. I didn't even know that a season 4 had been announced. That's awesome.
Woo.
They have a lot to work with. I'm surprised they haven't had season 4 yet.
That's so true. Yeah, there's so much to work with. Iruma-kun's a really good series, though. All right. Who wants to talk about One Punch Man?
I liked Moon.
Okay.
Okay. Moon, you have been elected.
One Punch Man Season 3 director Shinpei Nagai responds to fan concerns. Shinpei Nagai released a statement on his Twitter account on Wednesday regarding his appointment as the One Punch Man Season 3 director and concerns over the quality of the new season of the anime series. Nagai starts with a brief overview of his career and anime series he's worked on. I've been a freelancer from the beginning, and that hasn't changed. At 37, I wrapped up my apprenticeship and stepped into the anime world with a work called Hiro no Kakera. The director further notes he asked JC's staff to withhold information about his appointment to director of One Punch Man Season 3 as he is relatively unknown and doesn't have standout achievements as an animator and might give a bad impression. Nagai's full statement is here. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. I am Shinpei Nagai, the director of One Punch Man Season 3. I completely understand everyone's reactions. Please calm down and hear me out if you would. I'll explain why I was chosen, and it might be a bit long, but please listen. I've been a freelancer from the beginning, and that hasn't changed. At 37, I wrapped up my apprenticeship and stepped in the anime world with a work called Hiro no Kakera. I learned how to create hybrid animation with 3D in a project called Aquarian Logos, and after that, I switched to a 3D company for just 1 year, contributing to image boards for Altered Carbon and such. My goal was always Manglobe. I honed my skills on episode 6 of Gangsta and Samurai Flamenco, among others. I was aiming for a hybrid of 3D CG and hand-drawn animation, but as everyone knows, Manglobe ended up closing down. In the midst of that, JC's staff became a long-term partner, commissioning me for storyboards and direction throughout the year. However, since I'm relatively unknown and don't have standout achievements as an animator, I thought it might give a bad impression, so I asked to keep it under wraps. Then, when the consultation for One Punch Man Season 3 came up, I focused on incorporating a new workflow, something I discussed in CG World Conference, bridging 3D and 2D workflows to squeeze out even one more second of production time. I sincerely apologize for keeping quiet about this. The team is giving it our all on site. I can't discuss details about the production, but I'm open to answering what I can within limits. Nagai's comments follow in the wake of One Punch Man Season 3 premiere and staff announcements on September 2nd. Following the reveal, fans were skeptical of the quality of the new season due to the lower quality of One Punch Man Season 2 in comparison to One Punch Man's first season. Fans were also unsure how to take the announcement of Nagai as director for his status as a relative unknown. Nagai's comments have assuaged some of the criticism levied at him, though, as of press time, his post has garnered over 2,000 reposts and over 600 replies. Most replies to Nagai's post were from English-speaking One Punch Man fans who voiced their support for the director, wishing him and his team luck on the production of One Punch Man Season 3. When one fan asked if Nagai likes One Punch Man as a whole or had experience with it before, he responded that he loves it. He added that when reading the scene where the lead Saitama chose the path of a hero who is not praised by an adoring audience, he could relate to it. JC staff is returning from the second season to animate the series. Madhouse animated the first season. The anime's third season will premiere on October 5th at 11:45 p.m. JST or 10:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight on the TV Tokyo, TV Hokkaido, TV Aichi, TV Osaka, TV Seitochu, and TV Kyushu channels. Viz acquired the theatrical television digital home entertainment, ancillary, and merchandise rights for the third season across North America, Latin America, and Oceania, and will stream the series on October. Crunchyroll will stream the anime in Europe and the Middle East in fall.
So I have one question. Who the hell is Saitama? I only know of the Cape Baldy.
Shh. Some heroes have to have a secret identity. They can't all be like Tatsumaki. But anyway, no.
Who's Tatsumaki?
Tornado.
Who?
Have you not watched One Punch Man?
Is that the
I've seen season 1.
Okay.
Is that the small child with an attitude issue?
Yeah, the small lost brat.
Yes, the little girl. Yeah. Poor thing.
But yeah, I don't wish this director any ill will, but like seriously, One Punch Man should have stayed at Madhouse. But Madhouse is infamous for only doing like a one season of stuff, never doing more. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Not all heroes wear capes, but the caped Baldy clearly does. Clearly. All right. A Spy Family makes the cover of Japanese fashion magazine 17. That's right. Spy Family characters Anya Forger and Becky Blackbell have made the cover of Japanese quarterly fashion magazine 17's Autumn 2025 issue. The cover shows off Anya and Becky's girls' high school uniform. High school?
What?
That's what it says. It says high school uniform.
It says high
Okay.
school style uniform.
High school style uniform. Thank you. Sorry. Holy crap. Coordination in an original illustration, despite the two being about a decade shy of entering high school in the manga and anime. Yes. The issue also the issue also features details of Spy Family cast interviews and more when it ships on September 16th. What is going on, Teeth? Behave. The 17
Glad I'm not the only one that can't talk today.
We're all having the issue. Man, it's all of us. The 17 cover comes just in time for the premiere of Spy Family season 3 on October 4th. Why did I say in? Good Lord. As its title indicates, 17 is Shueisha's Japanese counterpart to the American magazine of the same name. There we go. Moon?
Maybe it's a good thing it's a short stream today.
It damn well should be. Yeah. Moon, you want to read the next one?
Sure. Shonen Jump
Since none
pop-up
of us
shop
can
to
speak.
open in Southern California on Saturday. And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Viz Media announced on Monday that a pop-up Shonen Jump shop will open for a limited time at the Del Amo Fashion Center in Torrance, California. The shop will be open between September 6th and October 6th and feature official imported and licensed products from several weekly Shonen Jump manga series. Merchandise includes shirts, acrylics, and posters from series such as One Piece, Sakamoto Days, Blue Box, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, Gintama, Haikyuu, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, The Prince of Tennis 2, and Kaiju number 8.
Some of these anime you've actually watched.
Yep. Actually, kind of most. I've
One,
seen One Piece.
two.
Not Sakamoto Days yet. Which one's Blue Box?
My guy.
The
I've seen
romance
some
with
of Hunter x
sports.
Hunter. Okay, so then I have seen Blue Box.
Yeah, Blue Box
Um,
is the badminton one.
Yeah, there's Blue Box, there's Blue Lock, there's Blue Exorcist, there's blue stuff. Okay, I've seen some of Dragon Ball.
but only Blue Box is Shonen Jump technically.
Okay, I've seen some of Naruto.
Weekly
I've seen
Shonen
some
Jump.
of Bleach. I've tried starting Gintama, but a
Gintama's-
lot of the jokes it makes in its early seasons, I just didn't get. So
Yeah, that's because it's very like Japanese referential.
which is fair.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I've
live
seen
action
Haikyuu.
Gintama was pretty good.
I
Yeah.
will sit here and say this is the bar for whether or not Gintama is the right show for you. You need to watch the episode of the where they're having like a snow festival and they're building like ice sculptures and shit, and then they're talking about the oh my god, I forget what the canon was. Oh my god, they're referencing a canon and everybody's talking about it, and it's the Neo Armstrong Jet Armstrong Cyclone Cannon.
Okay. Uh,
Which is literally just a penis metaphor. It's fucking hilarious.
I love it.
Yeah, I know you've seen Haikyuu.
hmm
Where you at on My
So
Hero?
really, the only one of these that I have seen none of is Prince of Tennis.
To be fair, you're not really missing out.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I've seen actual tennis. It's nothing to write home about.
Also, since this is a pop-up store, does this mean we can grab our mallets? Like, this is a big game of whack-a-mole.
Maybe if we hit them enough times, they'll pop up around us.
Just show up with a rubber mallet. What are you doing with that? What? It's a pop-up store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whack-a-mole, right? I just hit the top of the store and
I've
then
played whack-a-mole
somewhere
before.
else?
I know where this is going. Yeah. Also, when it travels underground, do you think it passes by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
only if it goes to New York.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, Fenris, you get this one.
I figured.
Oh, well,
Kadokawa lists the 5th compiled book volume for Tatsuma Ejiri's Mobile Suits Gundam Red Giant 3rd MS Team manga as the final volume. The volume will ship on October 23rd. The manga is set after the failed Zeon attack on Jaburo in South America and centers on the titular Federation unit chasing down the retreating and outnumbered Zeon forces. Ejiri launched the manga in Kadokawa's Gundam Ace, which is a fantastic magazine, in March 2023. Kadokawa published the manga's 4th volume on March 25th. Ejiri launched the P2 Let's Play Ping Pong manga in Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine in 2006.
Okay.
That is
okay.
not the fucking a Let's Play Ping Pong manga. That image that it says
guys,
is to the right.
Guys, all right. Fenris, first and foremost, if we want to properly test a Gundam, I now want to make a giant ping pong table so we could play ping pong with Gundam. That would be awesome.
Only if we're using a sea mine as the ping pong ball.
Gives a whole new expression to Operation Meteor.
Oh shit, I missed. Wait, where's it going? Looks like Hawaii. Oh fuck.
Boy, they're about to erupt in anger.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. It's just I saw the ping pong thing and I was like, my first thought was two Gundam playing ping pong.
As it should have been.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the new version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Ping pong battle droids.
Yeah. Watch these
Roger.
clankers. Watch these clankers duel it out in an epic battle for the fate of humanity. Click. And then you just like pop, 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 pop.
To be fair, all
And then
ping
you
pong
get a
is
top-down
just
version.
it's just a smaller version of tennis without as much physical activity.
It's tiny tennis.
Boop, 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 boop.
No, okay, that sounds less like table tennis or ping pong and more just like pong.
Just pong. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a top-down version, and that's all it is. Just them.
That's
Boop, boop, boop.
oh, that's not
Boop.
ping pong. That's just like ice. That's air hockey.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's more air hockey than anything else. Which, by the way, man, I miss air hockey.
Yeah, air hockey's fun.
Next time we're together, we need to go to another Dave and Buster's. We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
I still have the
bowling's
card
nice.
that has a couple bucks on it.
Damn. Oh man.
I recommend we don't eat at the Dave and Buster's though. Food
Why?
prices.
No, that was way too expensive and the
Pricey.
food was
Oh,
not that
it?
good.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I ate any of the food at Dave and Buster's. I don't think I did.
remember
You did.
if you
I did? Okay.
Yeah.
It must have been, non-memorable then. If that in that case.
Here's the thing. Okay? We go to see a movie and we spend
Yeah.
30 minutes in the arcade so we can go into the theater and make it just in time for the movie to start playing. We skip the ads, or at least most of them, by spending about 20 minutes in the arcade.
That's a good. Yeah, that's great.
Mhm.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, we could just play that Halo game again.
Right? And then I send that in to a bunch of like movie vloggers and be like, hey, this is what I did. And they're like, that's a pretty good idea. I was like, yeah, money much more well spent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tell the movie theaters go F themselves.
Fuck themselves.
Stick it where the sun don't shine.
Or better yet, we just go to the arcade, have fun, and then we find a way to watch movies just on your wall because it's even
No.
more money well
yeah.
spent.
Oh, no. Hey, guys, here's what I want to do, okay? We go play at the arcade. We walk
Yep,
into the
yep.
movie theater,
Uh-huh.
like just in the front lobby. We say, bless your heart. Then we walk out and do the rest of what you said.
Yeah. I love that. This is a great plan. This is the best idea.
This is a great plan. I'm excited to be part of it. I love this plan.
Oh
Oh, man.
Crossing the stream.
Oh, by the way, I showed my niece Cassidy because she's been over here.
Nice.
I showed her the clip that we showed for AkaiCon for Solo Leveling Episode 2.
Uh-huh.
And usually she's not very amused by most of the stuff I do, but she really enjoyed that clip, especially the part where you go, wee!
That's like the funniest part in that.
That really made her laugh. And I was
Good,
like, yeah,
good.
I feel good about that. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's it. Moon, stick around. I have something interesting to show you.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's it for Anime Church. We have covered all of the nerdy news of the week. We'll be back next week with more nerdy news. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow with some light novel readings as we continue on with Mushoku Tensei. Moon, I believe it's your turn to read tomorrow.
I believe so.
Good stuff. All right. That being said, this has been Anime Church. I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fenrisar, your patron saint of snackers and alcohol.
That's it for us, everybody. Take care and goodbye.
Bye.